Delgado helped
Definitely almost to the point where I can't even watch one of these without recording it. For a couple of reasons. Well, up, down, down. But realistically, clarity is the only way to improve things. And so if I go on later and they don't have this on a fundamental analysis for the CIA or NCIS over here watching Tucker.
pass Joe Biden's plan to put $3,000 in the pocket of nearly every New York family. Tell Delgado to keep it up.
Hold on. There we go. Much better.
But what I saw was something I think a lot of people who are conservative have seen before, which is that I liked
the train at the end of the
civilization I came from. I loved it.
Baby.
I wanted it to continue. I thought it had all sorts
of wonderful,
nice.
I was like, Silvermine was working awesome, and then we went out.
Access to as well.
Fuck.
I didn't want to tear down my society. I wanted to keep it up.
And I was big, and they weren't. And it was good for a little while when things were a little while.
The conservative instinct. And I realized
I was like, I better figure out this quantum mechanics shit.
Many of whom were from far more privileged backgrounds than myself, thought that they should tear down their society.
Potato soup factory.
Alter it. And I just didn't share that view, and gradually came to the realization that this was an unusual.
Well, that's the point about beating Russia in winter from New York.
Like you were acting out of instinct.
It's not impossible. I mean, it's like my winner. Nuclear is no asshole.
Certain points in your life, don't you?
How nuclear is a great question. Now, that's when it's gotten so real, where the only thing left is the amount of snow and how much it stacks up to the differential and the tools quantum operated in the renormalization of field theory, being the Common Core critical theory, the control rods dropping
Paris, like London, to continue. He didn't want to tear it down. And I had a similar, perhaps less dramatic, steadier
realization. Jump back into it somewhere.
In my adolescence, I suppose.
Is it up, up, down, down, up, and down, down? It's usually why I play better than some of the other players. But I got a bad attitude, and I'm a fucking redneck country boy, and it comes in with that style. That's not for everybody. Pope, talking to you when you're fucking headbanger cabinet over here, or closet, and the Caesar's complex. Damn it. Close.
I didn't like the idea of everyone being the same. I just thought it was a boring view of society. I didn't want us all to live in the same houses, all have the same gardens, all have
You were for diversity before being for diversity.
They are the same. They're X. Same garden, different gun cabinet. You like an AR-15, he's shooting an AK-47. It's still the same negligent discharge, safe, not safe.
It was a wonderful thing. And that didn't mean that
I think you should break it down to the Model T, socialist, on paper.
Like the offer that I always saw the left as holding
if you do it like that, the reality becomes something different. It becomes operators and meat on the bone, a lot of the other damn story of the Delta variant on COVID over there.
You can see things very clearly as they happen, and that's obviously the first step to improving
things.
It's
real. That's the first thing.
And you also seem to have a
play it real. It's like simulator theory being the number 42 on the clock about 8-bit games, theory of GameStop over there, and AMC, Turner Classic Movies, putting out whatever Predator Alien or what's going to come up on their sector for prime numbers, old people that get response, wave functions, do it around the 4th of July, Independence Day. Go figure.
We lost a lot, and we have to regain it. I don't think that things once lost are impossible to regain.
Actions of spooky distances happen all the time in reality. It's like, you ever walk out in the garden and go, well, that's different than I planned? And I planted a seed, but you were in the approximation of that thing could be anything. When I was doing my garden, full-on mainline power crop, super queen bonsai, pot plants. It's a growth structure. It's about topping inverted. It's starting in a different position. Oh, I just don't top it from the top. No. You let it grow. You mainline it with low-stress training. You grow out the branches to a structured set. Unify the pipes with a light bulb over here because they're light-tamed power plant systems that unify that system. Change the spectrum under that. When that's done, start clipping off the bottom for clones so it grows up. Come down, hit it outside, get it to the range so you can dig it back up, throw it back in the pot, re-veg it after you harvested it instead of just playing it like you get it. It's not an easy return. But the return that
we're
you
now at this
get
stage where
is going to be
countries like
bigger on those
Britain,
re-veges when you pull them back outside from the 4x4 from the winter cycle and what you put them outside for. You go out there every season with the Farming fucking Almanac and try to put one of those down, and you can't figure out how somebody grows this 10-pound plant and puts you out of business. It's nuclear.
We can't have these American imports of ideas.
Spectrum is system. There's going to be taxes on that. It's going to make a problem. So it starts to be like, well, that's not a problem. I never did anything before. But look, you are in an index of the Milan flashing in this cop's head about being a kid inside of here. I'd be like, you're right. It is freedom inside of here. What you're doing is a business. And it makes fucking gravity inside of here. Just magnetism to assholes that want to steal your shit.
I'm laughing. It's so awful.
It's terrible.
But it's true.